Sunny TV Arsenal. Great news today. News that Bukayo Saka has signed a new long-term contract. You know what? I don't mind waiting as long as we get the result that we want, and that's exactly what we wanted. Saka pens a new long-term contract, and things are looking rosier. Coming off the back of 2 straight wins, semi-final of the FA Cup. Is it going to be a fluke season when Arsenal turn it all around? We shall see. Going into tonight's game against Norwich, now we're full of optimism. You know what? And I'd like to see Saka finish it off with a goal as well. So brilliant news. That's one of our main aims, was to get Saka to sign a new contract. The best young prospect we've got at the club, and he's done that. And I hope, was talking about Balogun last night, I hope he stays as well now. And let's start building on this youth team. Guendouzi, use him as a make way, let him go. Darkest Gooner, hello mate, how you doing? You alright? Arsenal vlogs, I hope you're well. Ralph and I sort out Aubameyang now. Aubameyang, I think, has lost cause, mate, to be honest with you. Other news out there today. Let's see what else is going on. So just had confirmation that Saka signed. There he is. Signed his contract, and that's the picture that we wanted to see. So well done. That's brilliant news coming out of Arsenal today. What else is going on in the world of Arsenal? Apparently, William Saliba is not extending his loan term at St Etienne now. And as far as I'm concerned, if he's not extending it, he should be back playing for Arsenal. In my opinion, there's no reason. He's an Arsenal player. He should be playing. It says Arsenal will not extend William Saliba's loan deal at St Etienne after the 2 clubs failed to agree training and financial terms for the French defender. The Premier League club said on Wednesday. Saliba, who signed for Arsenal from St Etienne last year for a reported £27 million, was loaned back to the French club in 2019-2020 campaign. Arsenal manager Mikel had indicated on Tuesday that the teenage defender will stay for the FA Cup final against Paris Saint-Germain. You know what? He's our player. Get him back before he gets injured. You know, knowing Arsenal, that could happen. Other news at Arsenal. Let's see what else is going on at Arsenal. God, don't let this happen, please. The Chuckle brothers, David Luiz and Thiago Silva. Both of them, their times are done. You know what? Do we want to see 2 35-year-olds in Arsenal's defence? No, thank you. So, you know what? David Luiz, do us a favour. Talk about anything you want. You know, talk women, talk whatever, but don't talk about what's the name, Thiago Silva coming to Arsenal. You're 10 years too late on that one. What else is going on at Arsenal? Paul Merson reckons Chelsea will topple Liverpool and win the Premier League in the next few years. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Paul Merson also said Mesut Ozil is the worst player ever without the football. At least he's not cokehead, Paul Merson. Paul Merson has labelled current flop Mesut Ozil as one of the worst players in the world without the ball. He told Sky Sports he's not interested when they don't have the ball. How can you give someone £350 a week when you know his style of play? If we haven't got the ball, he's one of the worst players in the world. I'll say that. Name me a worst player in the world when the team doesn't have the ball. How about you when he's off your nut, mate? Arsenal submitted a transfer bid for Sporting Lisbon star Gelson Fernandez, according to reports. A 70-year-old winger. Oh, you know what? It's still on his white water and SMA milk formula. You know, let's talk about players who can actually old enough to shave. Henrik Mkhitaryan has also extended his loan stay until the end of their season. When are you going to make it permanent, mate, and sod off? Skint Arsenal prepared to offload Mathieu Guendouzi as a makeweight to land their transfer targets on the cheap, according to reports. Boss Mikel Arteta has a big job on his hands this summer to transform his squad on a limited budget. Where have we heard that before? The Spaniard is on the market for a new striker, new central midfielder, and at least one central defender to resolve his issues at the back. Arteta knows his best chance of landing high-profile players is to work shrewdly, and is prepared to offer swap deals and land season-long loan deals. Season-long loan deals. We sound like Sam Allardyce's Bolton. According to the Daily Mail, Arsenal prevents to offer Guendouzi across Europe to gauge whether there's any potential suitors. Offer him to Vidal soon. Mick is very pleased. Good for you, Mickey. How about this one, guys? What do you think? What do you think of this one? Arsenal considering a straight swap deal for Lyon for Memphis Depay and Alexandre Lacazette, according to reports in France. The former Manchester United winger left Old Trafford for League One side in 2017. Has 14 goals and 2 assists in all competitions this season. According to the 10 Sport, Mikel Arteta generally greatly appreciates the profile of Memphis Depay, both for his technical qualities and his personality. Oh, what a load of tosh that is. Let's see what it says. New Saka deal. Nothing yet on this bloke, Aubameyang. The dates for the FA Cup semi-final. Saturday, July the 18th, Arsenal versus Manchester City, 7:45 on BT Sport 1. Hopefully Arsenal put up a better show. Let's read out some of your comments. You know what? I don't know you lot know, so I've got spots and rashes and all everything. You know, saying it hasn't agreed with me. Maybe Arsenal are serious. Don't know. Emporium feeling 8 million buyout clause. You know what? Make it 160 million. Big news for Arsenal. Massive news from Somali Flame. You know what? If we lost Saka, what a statement that would have sent out. Connor Hanley, big shot in the arm for Arsenal. It is. Saka re-signing. Mike Smith, we need to get Party. 100% agreement with you, but Party on his own in that midfield ain't enough. Melvin Mark, hi everyone. Hello, Uncle Melvin. So where's Saliba? Saliba is probably probably on his way back home, and really they should start picking him now. There's no reason. He's an Arsenal player. He needs to be playing now. You know, no more room for sentiment. How much is Guendouzi worth? How much is a bottle of mousse to put in his ear? God knows. Probably about 30 million, I'd say. Depay is decent, but but do we need a winger? Yeah, 1 minute we didn't have any wingers. Now we've got nothing but wingers. David Luiz, it's time to go. Yeah, definitely. Thoughts on tonight's game, lads? We're going to do a podcast probably an hour after the game finishes. So join us for that one. Subscribe, like, and share if you haven't already, and hit your notification bell. Ainsley has to start tonight. Kevin Kennedy. Where would you start him, Kevin? Would you start him in midfield? I've got a funny feeling he's going to start tonight. It's Liverpool allowed to play now. I can't see why he ain't allowed to play if he's an Arsenal player. Yeah, I think they all had an agreement amongst all the clubs that they weren't going to play these players. But there's nothing to stop them from playing. And who needs fairness? We don't need to be fair. He's our player. Just play him. Thoughts on tonight's, lads? What do you think tonight's score is going to be? Gwendiz is worth a goldfish and a balloon on a stick. Yeah, exactly. Rafi, big up yourself, Rafi. I think we should start with the youngsters so that a team like Everton overpay. I think we should start the youngsters so that a team like Everton overpay for them in a few years, like they did with Iwobi. They definitely overpay with Iwobi. Right back. Yeah, Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. Start Ainsley Maitland-Niles over Bellerin. Bellerin's washed up, mate. Washed up. Zahib Khan, hi Sunny, hi Zahib. Good to see you, mate. 7 Private 7, big up 7 Private 7. How you doing, bruv? Dark Schooner saying 2-0. Mike Smith saying 3-1 Arsenal. Emporium Feelings saying 3-1 Arsenal. I'm going for a 3-0, tonight. And 3 wins on the bounce. When was the last time we had that? You can't play something to do with Premier League and squad naming. Typical, isn't it? Typical. They shouldn't have loaned him there in the first place. He should have been there this year. So the breaking news today is Bukayo Saka has signed a new long-term contract, and now we need Balogun to sign as well. And we need to start building on these youth players, get the shit ones out, and work on the good ones. If they're not good enough, take away the shirt. Simple as that. Haseeb Malik 4-1 Arsenal. Sonny, do you know Lee Gunner? Yeah, I do, bruv. He does his thing, I do my thing. Kevin saying 2-0 Arsenal. Who do you think to start up front tonight? Do we bring Lacazette back? Is Lacazette off? Is that it for Lacazette now? Buzzing that he signed something. Can you imagine the outcry if he never signed? What a statement that would have said. You know what? For what an impact Saka's made for Arsenal. Massive impact. Him and Martinelli, big pluses for this season. In a dog shit season, there have been big pluses. Unfortunately, Martinelli's injured. Hopefully he gets back pretty quick. You know what, Stuart? This is such a what's name? A good call from you. Signing Saka was more important than Uber, in my opinion. I 100% agree with you, mate, on that. Suarez or Ainsley Maitland-Niles starts tonight. Let's see what this play Cedric Suarez is made of. Lacazette is sadly finished at the club. Finished ain't the word, mate. Finished. Did he ever start? To be honest with you, I've never rated him. Daley Smith up front for Norwich tonight, going to wreck Arsenal's defence. You know what? Let's be having you. I won't put it past Daley Smith to come in with a diving header into the top corner. Her big news is Saka signed, and it looks like Aubameyang is going to leave next season on a free, which is not good news. Paul Merson saying Ozil is the worst player in history without football. Is Paul Merson right, or has Paul Merson got the right to say about anything? With Paul Merson's past. I'll just play the fuck out of him for the next year since he's leaving after that. You know what? If Aubameyang leaves on a free and we don't get good money for him, you know what? I'll tell you something. They should line Raul and Vinay and Edu up against the wall, and they should pick 100 fans to kick footballs at them. Laka has lost his ability to hold the ball up ever since. Laka's too short anyway, to be honest, in my opinion. Just too short anyway. Arsenal should swap a defender for Laka. lack of talent, why his market value is still high. And the defenders probably still get more away goals than Lacazette. At least Dealer shows passion more than the owners do. Let's be having you. Makes a fucking good cake as well, Dealer Smith. He'll be referred to next year, so let's just run down his contract. Paul Merson was better for Arsenal than Ozil. Well, he won a title, so he was. We wouldn't get good money if we sold him this season anyway. Yeah. How interested would he be? How interested would he be next season? No. Playing out his final year. Saka's deal has 105 million vehicles apparently, Sonny. If that is what it's got, hope somebody comes in with 105 million offer for him. Then so you go, build a new team. Has Merson won a World Cup? You know what? Winning a World Cup don't mean nothing, though, does it? Because it's not done in an Arsenal shirt. I wouldn't mind if Ozil left on the free, just so we don't pay the wages. It's the trouble. He won't play the league, will he? He's working for Adams his whole life. Yeah, I mean, I can't see why Arsenal linked with Depay, though. That one I don't get. I don't get why they bought that other geezer. Can't remember his name already. On the free from wherever they bought him from. The other winger. That made no sense either. Arsenal linked with Thiago Silva. Do you not believe that? I don't. I think that's fake news. Rob Holding, is Rob Holding back? You guys tell me. I didn't watch the game against. I didn't watch the game against Sunderland. Not Sunderland. It was who we played. Not Sunderland. It was Sheffield United. I didn't actually watch the game against Sheffield United. I fell asleep. Is Rob Holding back? Is he the answer to our centre back crisis? Do you think Ainsley, Willock, and Nelson will be there in 3 years? I'd rather Balogun signs than Nuba. Just thinking, I would rather have a couple of years of rough. Rather have a couple of rough years than success. What's wrong with Ozil's back? He's carrying a lot of money on the back of it. I'll take Thiago Silva. It was 2012. Yeah, I think Arsenal were buying FIFA 2012 or something. Holding just needs to retire. He's finished. Do you know what? I totally agree with you. I think it's crap, to be honest with you. Was he ever here? Exactly. Sam Ingram saying Pierre Aubameyang should join Manchester United for 50 million and play with some world-class players like Anthony Martial, Bruno Fernandes, Nemanja Matic, Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood. Let's break that down. World-class. Martial turns up when he wants. Is he world-class? No. Fernandes, you're basing him over about 5 games you've seen him play. Is he world-class? No. Nemanja Matic, world-class. You're having a laugh. He can just about walk now. Marcus Rashford, world-class. No. Mason Greenwood, no. None of them world-class, mate. In fact, you've not got a world-class player playing in your team, mate. You're better than us, I must admit, but you ain't got a world-class player playing for you. If we sign David Luiz, we'll go for Thiago Silva. You know what? I'd rather we'll go and get one of them birds off the beach who on those YouTube things who bounce the ball up and down for Brazil than any of them lot. Holding was shit against Sheffield United. He's just shit. He's just finished, isn't he? Saka signed a new contract for Arsenal. Marty Ross. Big up, Marty Ross, for the breaking news. I thought we need to sign... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Slobodan Skelvola, a great replacement for Ozil. You know what? Anyone with a name like that is bound to be. Pogba is world class. No, he ain't. I don't think so. What's a Greenwood? Pogba is world class, I'm afraid. I don't think he's world class. Mason Greenwood is levels above Gabriel Martinelli. You haven't laughed, Sam. You haven't laughed, seriously. Mikel saying, Real and Vinay are liars. They said that the players in the last 2 years of their contracts will be renewed. Exactly. Mason Greenwood's world class. Mason Greenwood, I wouldn't even recognise him if he walked down the street. Thoughts on Bellerin? Shit. AC Milan have offered one traffic cone for David Luiz. Take it or leave it. I'll take it. One traffic cone more than we got at the moment. I'm new. Who do you support? Same TV Arsenal, mate. Don't take much working out. Hope you subscribe to Can Toffee FCW. I know you're a Chelsea fan, aren't you? Those are world class on Fortnite. Guys, I think we're gonna leave it there. Join us tonight for what's the name? Lineup reaction, and then after the game for a podcast. Anyone wants to come on a podcast? I'm gonna put a link out while we're on the podcast. So anyone could join the podcast because this is all about the fans. This channel, so anyone could join the podcast and give your reaction to the game. Big up, guys. Thank you. Monday the Arsenal night. Claus mock your stream, Sonny. Claus a prick. Don't worry about it. Claus a geezer with 21,500 subscribers who has not added to subscribers or has not taken away from his subscribers in all this time. And basically, he only gets 1,500 views. Where's your other 20,000 subscribers? Well, they're sleeping. Mock yourself, you old git. Big up Sunny TV. Thanks, Arsenal Vlogs. If Claude the Ford approached me to have a chat, would you accept it? Claude the Ford approaching me to have a chat is the worst thing you could do, mate, to be honest with you. I've seen mess on Fortnite. That guy should make a living on Fortnite. Yeah, that's right. If we get 7th and win the FA Cup, that'll be enough for me. Can we not talk about Claude and focus on Arsenal, please? Yeah, exactly. That's Sunny TV Arsenal. Join us tonight for a lineup reaction, and then join us afterwards for what's the name for a podcast. Sunny TV Arsenal, the only channel which allows all fans on who are Arsenal fans to come on a podcast. We had 390 new subscribers last month. That's how much Sunny TV Arsenal are now smashing it. Sunny TV Arsenal, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you later tonight, guys.